Capricorn, welcome to your tarot reading. If you're new, welcome in. If you're returning, welcome back. Either way, thank you so very much for being here, and thank you for sharing your energy with me. I really do appreciate it. I'm going to pull a traditional Celtic cross spread. Whatever message comes out is what the collective needs to hear. I have set that intention with my deck and my guides. So if you're here because this is in your feed, this is for you. And if you're here because of the title, which I haven't even chosen yet, then this message is absolutely for you. So let's get into the tarot. I do have an oracle deck out here as well. We will grab some additional messages from that at the end. The Magician, awesome. Manifesting here. So be sure and like the video, leave a comment if you feel called, and if you like the messages, definitely subscribe to my channel. That does help me grow, but it also helps push the videos out for others to see so that they can get the messages as well. So I appreciate you guys doing that for me. Awesome. So again, on the bottom of the deck here, we had the Magician card, and the Magician card is that master manifester, right? It is manifesting the things that you want to bring here into your 3D reality. He has all of the tools that he needs, right? Air, earth, fire, water. He has the pentacles, the wands, the swords, and the cups. And he really takes that action, that inspired action, to focus on his goals. And he does what he can in order to bring those things into fruition, right? So he does the tasks that he needs to do and sets the intention with spirit and then brings those things in. So you could really be manifesting right now, male or female, I keep saying he, but, you could be in like this manifestor mode right now, really trying to bring things into fruition here, focusing on your goals. So the situation is the King of Swords. This is air energy, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. You could be dealing with a Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. You don't have to be. This can just be you stepping into this King of Swords energy. So the King of Swords is very logical, right? Very head over heart. He is very determined, very honest, very truthful. And he really focuses on what he wants here, right? He's a go-getter and takes that leadership role and really goes after what he wants here. So the blockage or the obstacle is the Two of Pentacles. And the Two of Pentacles is about balance. It is balancing resources. It is balancing, your time, your money, things like that. And then it is also about like needing to balance out. Twos are all about balance. And they're also about decisions. So there could be, this blockage in making some sort of decision here, or you could just be juggling too much, right? Taking on too much and not focusing on what it is that you really need to focus on, right? This King of Swords is all about the clarity and really going straight forward, very direct, right? Knowing what he wants, has the clarity, and goes after it. And then with the Two of Pentacles, it's like kind of taking on too much, right? You can't really focus on what it is that you need to do because you have too many tasks up in the air, right? This is like really needing to choose what it is you want to focus on and focusing on that task. It can also be like an imbalance, right? You're just not balanced. And the root cause of this is the Hanged Man. So the Hanged Man is like this stagnant, stuck energy. It is like surrendering, right? So things could be at a pause right now and you're really wanting to charge forward, that King of Swords energy, right? You're really wanting to step into this leadership, this King of Swords energy, but you're not balanced, right? And so the Hanged Man can be like things are kind of at a pause, kind of suspended right now. And the Hanged Man is also about like, he's upside down, right? So he's seeing things from a different perspective, seeing things from an enlightened point of view. And this is also about like releasing that control and surrendering to the divine, right? So the King of Swords can be very controlling, right? That is the shadow side of that King of Swords. Like maybe trying to control things too much. And with that Two of Pentacles, it is very much about needing balance and needing to go with the flow, right? I always see the water in the Two of Pentacles, and it's like the ebbs and flows, right? The ups and downs, and like needing to just go with the flow. And again, surrendering control and letting the universe bring these manifestations in, right? We have that Magician on the bottom. So in the recent past, we have the Ace of Swords. This is a new passionate beginning. This can be like a new creative project, some kind of new adventure that you have taken recently. And the aces are gifts from the universe, right? So you were handed this new opportunity, this new creative project, whatever this Ace of Wands was for you in the recent past. It is something new here that has been brought into your energy, into your environment. And it is a gift from spirit. So it is up to you to grab this Ace of Wands and move forward with that passionate energy, right? So you could feel stuck and stagnant and needing to make a choice to take this Ace of Wands, right? And really go after this new creative project, this new adventure, whatever this is for you, this inspired action here. So your higher self or your subconscious, we have the Four of Swords. So again, this pulled back, this solitude. The Four of Swords is about like rest, relaxation, healing, needing to like meditate and take care of like your mental health. I always think of mental because the swords are about our thoughts, right? So this is about like pulling back, being in solitude, again with this Hanged Man energy. Spirit could have you suspended right now for a reason, right? Like you're needing to work on your manifestation, work on your mindset, work on this trying to control situations. And they just kind of have you at a pause right now, right? And I know that could be kind of frustrating because you want to move forward, right? You want to take control of situations and you want to take off with this Ace of Wands energy. But this is like needing to rest and relax and maybe kind of be in solitude right now. And that doesn't have to be for an extended period of time. Maybe you have been at a pause for a long time and now you feel like you have the rest with that Four of Swords. So in the near future, we have the Wheel of Fortune. The Wheel of Fortune is divine timing, right? So this is like your karma coming in, things starting to move forward in your favor. This is the card about cycles, right? And it could be karmic cycles, but just like the cycles that we go through in life and things starting to turn. And maybe they have felt stuck because you were in this cycle of needing to rest, this cycle of needing to heal. And now you're moving forward into a cycle of passionate new beginnings, this adventure, this creativity, whatever this new adventure is for you. Things are starting to turn here for you, and they're going to start turning in your favor and moving forward. So in your feelings, we have the Six of Swords. This is about moving on. This is about leaving things behind and accepting lessons, right? So this person is in a boat and they are literally moving to this island. So you could physically be moving or feel like it's time for you to move physically, but this is you feeling like you need to move on from a situation. Or, you could be moving on from this King of Swords. Maybe things just weren't balanced with this person, or this could be you. You're this King of Swords energy, right? It is a general reading, so you take it how it resonates. But this is just needing to move on from things, transition, and accepting the lessons that you have learned. Maybe you've gotten some enlightenment here with this Hanged Man, and now it's time for you to move on from a situation. So in your environment, your energy, we have the Seven of Wands. And the Seven of Wands is really about boundaries. It is about like defending yourself, defending your beliefs, defending what it is that you stand for. Really, with that magician, that those manifestations, and really standing up for what it is you are manifesting, this new beginning, really standing up for this new adventure, this new creative project, again, whatever that is for you. But it's also about like having boundaries, right? And you could be defensive. People could be defensive around you, but this just has a lot to do with your defenses. So I feel like this is really you kind of standing up for what you believe in, right? And trying not to be influenced by others' opinions. Your hopes and fears, we have the Seven of Pentacles. The Seven of Pentacles is about having that patience, and things are growing, right? Again, with this like feeling like you're at a pause or feeling stuck, things are growing here, right? He has planted a seed and now he was watching all of these things grow, all of his manifestations come to fruition here. And this is also about like looking at this and making a decision whether or not it is worth putting your time into, right? Again, with this Two of Pentacles here and not being balanced, like just figuring out what it is that is worth putting your time into, right? These projects or, this job, whatever it is, you really want to see things come to fruition, but you need to decide what is worth your energy and what is not. What can you let go and what can you walk away from and move on from and leave behind so that you can watch things grow and watch things come into fruition, right? You can't take everything with you. You can't do everything that you want to do. You have to leave things behind in order to transition into a new cycle in life, right? That Wheel of Fortune card. So the overall outcome is the Page of Pentacles. This is like some kind of new job offer, new career opportunity. This is also like a new love offer. If you're here for love, that could be, the new passionate beginning in love, and moving on from things that don't serve you, this Six of Swords, leaving things behind. And again, moving, maybe you are moving out of a home and this opens you up to a new love interest, right? Whatever this new is for you, this Page of Pentacles, it is a new job, it is a new career, or it is a new love offer coming in here for you. I feel like this is just you completing one cycle and moving into another. And sometimes when we go through those cycles, we can feel stagnant. We can feel stuck, right? Because you're learning things in one cycle and then you take them into the new cycle with you. So definitely maybe change in mindset. Like you're literally manifesting your reality here. So focus on your manifestations. Focus on what you do want to grow, the Seven of Pentacles. What do you want to grow, right? Do you want a business to grow? Do you want love to grow? Whatever that focus is for you, really focus on those manifestations. So what do they not see coming here, Spirit? Yeah, some kind of new partnership or new love here. So I feel like you are single or you're recently single. That could be what this moving on from. Maybe you're leaving a relationship in the past. Maybe it was a King of Swords. Or maybe this is just like a mindset around a past relationship, right? I feel like you have been single and you're kind of just enjoying the fruits of your labor here. So this is about abundance. It is growth. It is handling things on your own, right? Having that stability in order to sustain yourself. So you're going from the Seven of Pentacles to the Nine of Pentacles here. And then you have the Six of Wands, which is like a victory. It is recognition, being seen, and again, having that self-confidence. So I feel like this is like some kind of victory here in you standing on your own and being able to handle things on your own. And then we have the Two of Cups, right? So a victory in relationships and a victory in also keeping your independence. So this is like my card of being single, but it's also like my card of being independent, right? Self-sustaining. So maybe in the past you kind of lost yourself in a relationship or things just weren't balanced in a relationship. So now this is about you kind of learning that lesson and moving on from that and really being able to stand on your own in a new relationship or any kind of partnership here, right? Being victorious in a relationship and being seen in a relationship and enjoying that fruitful, exciting new relationship, partnership, whatever this is. It could be a business partnership. It could be a love relationship. It'll be different for each of you. General reading. So what advice do you have for Capricorn Spirit? Amazing. Okay. So you have the Ten of Pentacles, the Knight of Swords, and the Knight of Pentacles, right? So Ten of Pentacles is that long term, that building wealth, that really solid, stable type of energy. This is like wealth or generational wealth, But as far as advice and actions, I feel like this is really telling you to focus on the long term, right? Maybe you're suspended right now, like maybe you are in this stagnant kind of energy, waiting for things to start moving forward because you see this new opportunity here, this Ace of Wands, and you're really wanting to move forward. But this is needing to focus on the long term, right? Because if you rush into things, if you move too quickly, then things can fall apart. You want to build things on a solid foundation, right? So with these two knights, they kind of contradict themselves. So the Knight of Swords is very direct, very assertive. He just charges in and blasts through obstacles, right? Like he is ready to go. And then this Knight of Pentacles is the slowest moving knight. So you have the fastest knight and the slowest knight. So again, with the balance, like balancing out that energy. Yes, you want to take action towards this 10 of Pentacles, this building wealth, this building something stable here, taking some sort of action, and also like communicating clearly, right? And whether this is in relationships or some kind of partnership, it is communicating what it is that you want. And then the Knight of Pentacles is, again, that solid, stable energy. He may be the slowest moving knight, but he's also the most stable knight, right? So this isn't something that's just going to come in and leave just as quickly, right? Which is the Knight of Swords energy. It is kind of like that rushing in and things just kind of dissipating before they even get set off, whether that's a business or a relationship. But with the Knight of Pentacles, that is that grounded, stable. He is very loyal. He is there, again, for that long term, that 10 of Pentacles energy. Focusing on the details, those mundane tasks. So if you're building a business and you really want this 10 of Pentacles, you want things to last for generations, then you can't go rushing in, right? Definitely communicate how you want things to go and take inspired action when you need to, but also focus on those fine details, right? That tedious tasks, like the paperwork type of energy, and focus on the details that you need to take care of, but also focus on the long term and something stable, right? And let's see. Okay, we're going to go ahead and grab a couple of oracle cards here, but I really love this energy. Again, with the balance, balance out when you should really be assertive and take action, and then when you should focus on that Knight of Pentacles, that slow moving energy. Because again, Spirit has had you kind of pulled back and in solitude for whatever reason. And that could be because you're moving on from a relationship. Maybe you're just transitioning in life, right? Moving from one cycle to another. Maybe you've been single and now you want a relationship, or you've been working for one company and now you want to transition into running your own business and working with a partner, right? Whatever that is for you. What else do you have for Capricorn Spirit? So we have find the lesson. Something has happened and it stopped you in your tracks. In reality, it was simply teaching you where you needed to grow. There's no such thing as failure. So pick yourself up, learn from it, and keep going. Definitely find the lesson, right? This Seven of Pentacles is about like putting in all this work and wondering if it's worth it, right? The Hanged Man is about you kind of being stuck and trying to get some enlightenment, right? See things for what they are, see them from a different perspective, and then moving on from that lesson, accepting it and moving forward. And then we have take the high road. You're at an impasse with a relationship or a situation. It's now time to think bigger, release desired outcomes, and take the most positive course of action. Yeah, this new passionate beginning, right? Taking inspired action here, finding that creative spark, and going after something new here. Reach out. You've isolated yourself and are trying to do everything on your own. It's time to ask for help. So reach out and ask for support at this time. Yeah, with that Hanged Man and that Four of Swords, you have definitely been pulled back. So I feel like that's what that Two of Cups is coming in here, because that's what you don't see coming. There's some kind of victory coming in a union or a partnership here with this Two of Cups. So there could definitely be some kind of like soulmate coming in here, or business partner, whatever this is for you, whatever it is that you have been manifesting. I feel like that is definitely coming in. We had that Magician in the beginning on the bottom of the deck. Whatever it is, you are definitely manifesting it. So I feel like your manifestation is coming in here. You have accepted this lesson, and now you just need to focus on your mindset, right? And things are going to start moving forward here in the near future. So I hope that message helps, and I will see you next time. Bye.